unit records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit. This unit may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course of performing its operations. Routine maintenance is required. Acknowledged. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The Commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Acts of unprovoked violence are not sanctioned by the Earth Directorate except on occasions of premeditative self-defense.
She's going to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox Relay Station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we stroll on up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting her protectorate communications hub. Sooner we get to Paradise Island, the better. Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight. No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind? Being this close to DeVries feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander? It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Anti-Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out. Oh yeah? What's needling you? Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it? All I heard about this moon called Eden ain't much lived up to the name, though. All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Been mostly laying low since then, maintaining my cover. Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps. Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong. I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, Had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same. I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it. Spratwurst. I was trying to teach myself some new skills on the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up. Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst. Like most colonies, good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely scrape by. Triangulum's known for churning out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Especially when corners get cut. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port. It was hard work, sure. But there was something special about seeing one of them long haulers fire up her engines for the first time and knowing you had a hand in her construction. Funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then. But I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out. I was working late one evening and overheard something I shouldn't have. Some bigwigs exchanging inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage. Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door. Oh, now, you'll have to tell me what those other things are sometime. I was on the run for, I don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever changing for the better. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense. My folks shuffled off the motor coil when I was little. Assembly line accident. Got passed between some distant relations for a few years. They tried their best. Weren't cruel or nothing, but life on Triangulum was tough. And they had their own families to worry about, you know? I didn't like feeling like I was adding to their burden, so I struck out on my own just as soon as I could. And well, you know how that turned out. Yeah. Thoughts crossed my mind over the years, especially when it was just me and Val. I wish I spent more time with her when I had the chance. No point missing something you're never getting back, though. That's either hope or foolishness, Commander, and I can't tell which. Even if we survive the rift, 10 years is a long time to be gone. No word. They probably figure I'm dead. But void it all. Now you got me thinking about it. How about this? We ever make it out of this system, I'll take you back to Triangulum, make the introductions myself. Deal? Oh yeah. They're gonna get a real charge out of you. I could ask you the same thing. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum, become an engineer or something near to it. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence, but at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it. Now you tell me. But back to your initial question, do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah. Some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you, and, well, not much to regret there. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint of a low-run kid looking up at the stars. Life's not fair, but it keeps on. You buttering me up for a favor? I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking extra shifts cleaning the head. Well then, thanks. Just hope that good opinion of me holds. She was one of the forward agents who went ahead to assess just how bad Triangulum had gotten. We met while I was in hiding, and I helped her learn the lay of the land, as it were. She was no nonsense. I thought her one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And while she could also be cutting, I felt like I only caught her edge when I deserved it. I liked her. And for some reason, she seemed to take a shine to me. But she wasn't around long. By the time I officially joined up, she'd already moved on to the next mission. Sure was. Kept hoping I might run into her during training. But now I know she was busy turning her coat here in Arcadia. I've got time. See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
And that's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot while picking up the Breeze Trail. At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Regular allotment. Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Confronting threat. Emergency. Protocol syringe is
No, no target. Ready to waste it. On your... I'm the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you.
protocols not yet charged.
If I subjected it to a large amount of N-rays, then hit it with the hammer.
Engaging combat protocols.
Up to, but I'm not ready. The heat off you, Commander. Just say whip. Not walking this off. Instead, I'm a little busy bleeding out if you haven't noticed. Knew you had my back.
Being this close to DeVries feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Oh, hello there. Welcome to my little slice of paradise in paradise. I didn't hear you come in. I'm focused something fierce on my current project, you see. Well, aren't you the observant one? Yes, a crabble egg. I'm more than happy to tell you all the details of my project, since you asked. Like I was saying, friend, this here crabble egg is gonna make me a mountain of bits. See, crabble eggs contain carbon, oxygen, iron, and are each self-contained units. You know what else has all those things? Skip drives. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna make me a mountain of bits selling skip drives made from crabble eggs. I'm basically there. I just need to figure out the process of turning the eggs into skip drives. And I'll be off to the races. Oh, wow, really? Everyone else told me I was mad. I really appreciate your words of encouragement, friend. I'll make sure you get one of the very first crabble-based skip drives. Please take this as a small thank you. It is? Fascinating. Did you see any unusual behavior? Any changes in crabble familial dynamics? Or the emergence of any new evolutionary traits? That is a physical impossibility. They lack the opposable thumbs necessary to sign paperwork. In this lab, we only deal with the cold, hard facts of science. Unless they also just evolved opposable thumbs. Evolution and familial changes in one go. This is so exciting. Once I finish this experiment, I'll head out to see for myself. Oh, and please take this with you. Just a small thank you for providing me with such exciting and useful information. Please be gentle with my little hard-shelled investments as you leave. You didn't know a dead crabble can't lay eggs?
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in.
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, if I start humming it, you do what you gotta. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Sequencing. Emergency protocols ready.
No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Oh.
As indicated.
Big, dark cavern ahead. Seems likely we'll find Crabbles hereabouts.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
crater.
How fast do these things breed?
Entering a confrontational state. Commence. Minor spatial anomaly detected.
Aim for charge. Let me know when you need it to stretch. Ain't nothing there. The head! Hole in the head! I'm the one you need to worry about. Things take time, Commander. Taking a few quarts slow, Commander. Trigger finger's still tired. Not getting up without help, Commander.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Things take time, Commander. Make recharge. Guns locked and loaded. Just get the signal. Hey, got a distraction for you. You're here. We hole in the head.
Confronting threat.
Twisting my valve. Commander! Give the order and I'll take care of him.
Resuming hostilities.
Careful. Any closer and we're like to regret it. Being this close to DeVries feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit.
What did you have in mind?
Initializing socialization. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Paradise Island is a sparsely populated landmass located off the west coast of Eden's primary continent. The island is host to idyllic coastlines, verdant flora, and extremely hostile protectorate garrisons. Plan your visit accordingly.